he said I hit the ground or whatever. And my friend Lee, I talked to Lee once in a while, and she said, well, what happened, you know, in your mind? I said, all I could see was helping my friend when he was 20 years old, when we were younger. He's a real big guy, he's a giant, you know. And he was throwing up on the couch at a party, and I had a bucket under his head. And that's all I saw. And that's all I felt, which was funny. So I passed out myself, and then he was helping me. And it was ironic. So that's the only thing I saw was this motion of me, and I felt real good. I couldn't breathe or anything. I was unconscious. It was my asthma tied into a couple other things, and I just, you know, went out. But so anyway, so I had a good experience overall, and that actually helped me with a couple new goals and stuff like that. So it was interesting. So what came back to me was what goes around comes around, and it was a good feeling instead of a bad feeling. So I had less fear of death.
Yes.
And a good feeling of doing the right thing.
So people go through near-death experience, they get rid of lots of fear, and they become creative. This is general tendency. As you let go of fear of death, you are free. You know, to express yourself.
More freedom.
Also, another means of removing sanskara is pratikraman or repentance. Is in this book and this book. What is repentance? It's recommended in Jainism. See, that Jainism, that religion came around the same time of Buddha, but did not spread outside of India. So not too many people know about Jainism.
It's Hindu also, though, right, Shanti?
Huh?
It's Hindu also, right?
Jainism?
No,
Jainism.
J-A-I-N.
It's also
Jain.
Hindu.
So
how you say it?
Jainism. Jain.
J-A-I-N. So they're very strict in non-violence. They cover their face, so they don't kill bugs. They don't eat after sunset, so they don't kill bugs. They don't even do farming and don't eat food growing underground. You know, they were too strict. Okay. In Jainism, they practice pratikraman. Pratikraman is the repentance. Repentance, usually you can compare with confession. They do confession in the church, which is like repentance. But they don't do it in right spirit. The way they do is, in the cage, you go, I lied, I killed somebody, you know, and then you get over. That is not repentance. Repentance is, you recall that experience with equanimity and forgives somebody who did any harm to you, and forgive yourself also if you did something. So this way you remove the sanskara on daily basis. Daily basis, I think I wrote either in here and here. It's just 3-4 lines, it's explained. Recalling all the things happened during the day, so that before they accumulate, you know, usually they later accumulate, clear them up on day-to-day basis. Like somebody hurt you or something stays with you, or you did something wrong and bothers you, clear it up.
Does that work?
Yeah, it should work.
Okay.
It's called repentance. It's just, you can relate to confession.
That's why I like the 3 things that we have for our affirmations. I accept myself, I love life.
Yes, and I forgive myself along with others. And so many people have trouble forgiving themselves.
Yeah, that's true. I think we have a harder time forgiving ourselves than
others.
Yes.
I'm curious about the idea of fear being about death. I've been having probably a sanskara coming up, some anxiety, a lot of anxiety lately, and some bad dreams. I'm more related to anger, I think, than fear. And but you know, I'm trying to look at it and say, what fear? How does that relate to a fear of death? And as I'm thinking about it, I think it might be that I'm, you know, afraid that I'm getting older, and that, you know, the things that I have wanted to achieve in my life that I haven't, and that I'm maybe angry and resentful about some things that are coming up. But it's, I mean, to the point where sometimes I have dreams that wake me up at night, and then I go back to sleep, and I have another one, and I wake up, and I've been meditating, but I haven't really meditated on any of these issues or anything like that. But I don't know how to, how do you release those kind of fears? That fear of, I'm turning 50, and these things haven't manifested in my life, and maybe they won't at this point.
Yes. So dream is one of the ways of releasing sanskaras. Like so many cultures, they practice dream analysis, and get to know the mind. Okay. One general point I want to bring out: anger, fear, and all this come. Anything that is come, it comes from duality. Duality means I am apart from everyone else. And duality is connected with mind. A pure mind, then you think I and you, inside and outside. But when you are in any experience, you forget I, you, and everything. That is non-duality. So when you become nothing or zero, which is in Buddhism, you become everything, like universal, infinity as Vedanta, then duality disappears. And I have lots of meditation, zero to infinity. So we live in the present. We experience rather than thinking too much. Then we remove duality. Then we remove fear, we remove anger, and all these things gradually. So answer is living in the present.